Tim McCarver once said, "Bob Gibson is the luckiest pitcher I ever saw. Every time he pitches, the other team doesn't score any runs." Welcome, sports fans, to another Rick's Cards TTM adventure. This is episode number 29, and we are still in the year-end free-for-all. That goes in, obviously, till the year-end. What we have to do is, there's 4 teams, and what we're getting is all the 90s. Every time you get a 90s return autograph, your team gets a point. So that's what we've been working on this last couple months. It started back in beginning of November, and now as we come into the 1st of December, my team actually is in the lead. Adam's 716 team, ahead of Chase and Inc., Johnny Serena, and Brandon Stebbins. So shout out to those guys. They're all good channels, believe me. Check them out if you get a chance. And while you do that, check my channel out by hitting like and subscribing if you haven't already. Let's get right into my successes today. Our first one is coming out of... Oh, and my light is terrible. Okay. It's coming out of Dallas, Texas, North Dallas. It's a 2 of 2 in 10 days. And this will not be a point, but it will be an autograph that I've been wanting for a while and finally ponied up the $5 or whatever he wanted. Reggie Cleveland signed 2 of these 1972 tops for me. Thank you, Mr. Cleveland. He was a good pitcher for the Cardinals. Okay, next one coming up is this NASCAR. It is a coming out of Nashville, Tennessee. It is a 2 of 2, and she's an upcoming NASCAR driver. Her name is Brittany Samora, and she signed this photo for me, standing next to her car. And this photo also. She's a little cutie and a very good driver. So thank you, Miss Brittany Samora. We'll see you on the track. Our next one coming out is coming from Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City, Missouri. I think it's Kansas City, Missouri. It doesn't say, actually. It's a Hall of Fame footballer I got. My first Hall of Fame football player. And it's my favorite team, the Packers. And it is Lynn Dickey. Mr. Dickey signed this 82 tops for me. That's the only one I had of him. He signed it and put his number there, 12. I believe he was the one that followed Bart Starr, and right before Brett Favre. I'm sure you'll check me, but I believe that's how it went. But a Hall of Famer, Lynn Dickey. Thank you, sir. Our next one coming out of North Texas, Dallas, Texas. It's a 2 of 2. Lynn Dickey, by the way, took 10 days. Brittany took 20 days. And Reggie Cleveland took 10 days. I forgot to do those, or give you the information on those. This next one is a 2 of 2. It took 11 days. And it is from Ken Suarez. Signed these 271 tops for me. And I thank you, Mr. Suarez. One of my vintage. The next one, we've got a basketball player this time. My favorite growing up was this guy. It's coming out of Boise, Idaho. And he's a 1 per. And it took 7 days. And it is Gail Goodrich. Signed this UCLA card for me. This Upper Deck 2010. And it took 7 days. I sent another UCLA card too, but he only signed this one. Sometimes I push my luck and they still only sign the one. No matter how sad I make my letter. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Gail Goodrich. He was a heck of a point guard. Our next one coming out of, looks like Hartford, Connecticut. It is a 3 of 3. He signed the card and the 2 index cards. It is John Stupper. Mr. Stupper sent me this back in 18 days. Signed this 84 Topps. And he signed the 2 index cards. Thank you, Mr. John Stupor. Another good pitcher for the Cardinals through the years. A few years, anyway. Our next one coming out of Phoenix, Arizona. And it is a 2 of 2 plus 2 index cards. Did it in 14 days. And it is Alan Bannister. Mr. Bannister signed this 82 Topps. He also signed this 89 Senior League card. Shout out to Johnny Serena. Him and I are both chasing this set. And he also signed 2 index cards. Mr. Floyd Bannister. Thank you for your autograph, sir. Okay, our next one. Coming out of Evansville, Indiana. It is a 3 of 3. And he wrote on the back of the envelope, God bless, which was very nice of him. It is Phil Roof. He signed this 72 Topps for me. And 271 Topps. This took 24 days. And I thank you, sir, for your autograph. Mr. Phil Roof. Our next one, we're finally going to get a point for Team Adam. This one's coming out of Metroplex, Michigan. It is a 1 of 1. Took 15 days. And it is Chris Hoyles. Signed this 94 Flair for me, which gives us a point. So on the board here for this week, for me anyway. Thank you, Mr. Chris Hoyles. Our next one will be a point for Team Adam also. It's coming out of North Dallas, Texas. I don't know why they repeat that. I guess they're so big they have to say it twice, right, or something like that. This one took 9 days, a 3 of 3. It is Danny Darwin. He signed this 90 Topps, which gives Team Adam and myself a point. He also signed a 82 Flair and an 83 Donruss. Thank you, Mr. Danny Darwin, for your autograph, sir. Our next one, and hey, we got another point. And it is coming out of Metroplex, Michigan again. It is a 3 of 3. It took 180 days. It is Ernie Witt. Mr. Witt signed this 1990 Topps. I don't have a bell like Chase and Ink does, but bing, there's my bell. I love that bell he's got, by the way. Shouting out to you, Chase. Thank you, buddy, for the laughs. Yes, the 90 Topps for Ernie Witt. And he signed 2 89 Donruss for me. He's got a good-looking signature. It looks good with the white background and the blue ink. Beautiful. He was a good catcher for the Blue Jays. I really liked him. He was a hitter and catcher. Like I said, it took 180 days. Thank you. Now, the last one I've got here, I received it on the 9th of November. I'm just now getting to put it on here. He just recently passed away a few days ago. It's coming out of Springfield, Missouri. And I must have been probably one of the last ones he signed. I can't tell you how much that means to me. And it is Mr. Bill Verdon. He signed this 78 Topps for me. And he signed this Team Astros card, 79 Topps, with the Astrodome in the background. I really liked that card, with the team in the front and the Astrodome in the back. And I asked him to inscribe his highlights of his career on this autograph card, and he did gracefully. Mr. Bill Verdon. The community will miss you, and so will baseball. He was a pioneer of baseball, from when he played for the Cardinals and managed all those teams. He's a good guy. What else can you say about a man that he was well liked? Thank you, Mr. Dover, and may you rest in peace. And that will do it for Rick's Cards today. Again, hit the share button, let your friends know about me, hit the bell, and I'm sorry, a little choked up after that, but I hate when baseball players pass away. It bothers me. Anyway, remember, always hustle. You never know who's watching. Bye.